And so let's move away from Boko Haram and then come to Guinea Bissau.
That's right.
In fact, the country went to the polls on Sunday.
That's right.
The first since 2012, the coup in 2012. How can ECOWAS help stabilize Guinea Bissau?
You see, I'm always of the opinion that the global system, which is made up of regional bodies and the UN and that kind of thing, we always make a mistake by thinking that rushing people to the polls and getting them elect their leaders is the end of everything in democracy comes. That country has never seen any president serving his term. The last president, for example, was 2 weeks away from elections, and he was overthrown. So it has become a tradition, kind of. This should show ECOWAS that, look, it is not enough to have the ballot box decide the fate of people. Building institutions of state in which the people have trust is the best way of enhancing democratic governance. So ECOWAS must help Guinea-Bissau to build institutions of governance. The weaker your institutions, the easier it is to derail democracy. So this time around, for Guinea-Bissau to be Guinea-Bissau, I'm thinking ECOWAS must help them build institutions by giving them technical aid. If it means sending people there to man their institutions for them, teach them how to do things, for them to believe that, oh, the military is now a respectable organization. The police is a respectable organization. Everything that we want to do, actually, in terms of making it possible for the state to be run by institutions. Institutionalism is 90% of democracy. Constitutionalism takes only 2%. Because if the institutions of state taking their cue from the constitution, and everybody believes in the constitution and the institutions, who is the head of state? He's a nominal thing. Who is the minister? He's the nominal thing. Even we in Ghana need that. We haven't gotten there yet. We don't believe in the state institutions. We believe in the president saying ABC. We want our president to do everything. That he says and it works. The state institutions have not asserted their independence and autonomy. If we don't do that in Guinea-Bissau, this government is not going to last.
Finally, the same Guinea-Bissau is seen as a Narco State because of the Latin American barons using it as a transit point. What can the international community as well as ECOWAS do to actually help this?
Once you have a democracy working there perfectly, once institutions of state are working there and the people have confidence in that, the state institutions will curb it, will start curbing it. What ECOWAS has to do is to help them monitor this. Why don't we help them monitor their shores, for example? Why don't we help them, police the outlets and the inlets? So ECOWAS has a role to play once, if you have ECOWAS, if we were like Europe as one subcontinent, all right, one country cannot be an outlet and inlet for. So ECOWAS has a role to play by helping them man their borders, helping them to get outlets and inlets blocked, helping them to train people to be able to douse that kind of canker which we have in Guinea-Bissau.
And so ECOWAS has to take the lead before international.
Absolutely, because if Guinea-Bissau is an entrepot for narco trade, it casts all the shadows on West Africa, because the outfall from Guinea-Bissau can be in Ghana. They may use Ghana as a transit port to get to Guinea-Bissau, or they may use Ghana as an outlet, who knows? And there may be people in Ghana who are linking up, which means that Ghana also has become part of, or Nigeria or whatever it is, and who knows the effect of these on our politics, because Guinea-Bissau is Guinea-Bissau because the narcotic barons are the ones who hold the stakes, who tell what to do, what has to be done in Guinea-Bissau. If we have that in Ghana, we'll have the same problem where the barons will be the determinators of our economy, of our politics, of our everything. Do we want that in West Africa? We have to take the lead.